Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I want to review for you guys a movie I just watched called The Red Sea Diving Resort. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So I was able to check out an early screening of this one from Netflix, but it's going to be available to everyone, at least in the US, on Netflix July 31st. If you're in another country, I'm sorry, but I don't know your release dates. So this one is a drama history thriller. It has a 2-hour and 9-minute runtime. It's a little bit on the long side. It is directed by Gideon Raff, and it stars Chris Evans, Haley Bennett, and Alona. So this movie took place in the 70s, and it is about some Israeli something in the Israeli government or army or whatever. I don't know exactly what you want to call it, but these guys are trying to help Ethiopian Jewish refugees escape because there's this military group basically just finding them and killing them, and they're trying to escape to Israel so they can be free and not be in danger. And Chris Evans is the kind of the main guy, and he's in there, and they show at the beginning like he kind of has this just like a truck, him and this other guy. Well, it's him and another guy who I'm guessing are both Israeli, and then a guy who's Ethiopian, kind of like helping them, kind of like the middleman to help these people escape. And then so they get pulled out, and they're trying to come up with a way to make it less dangerous, and kind of they don't want to not help, but they're trying to figure out a way. And Chris Evans' character, he's kind of a hothead. He's kind of, he's really taking a lot of risks, and he's not necessarily worried about his own safety. He just wants to save as many people as he can. And some of the people don't really care for the way he goes about stuff, but he ends up coming up with this idea. There's this resort in Sudan, and it's called the Red Sea Diving Resort, and that's where the name comes from. And it's been abandoned for, I believe they said, like 5 years, and the Sudan government is trying to get someone to lease it so that they can bring in tourism to this resort, because everybody basically is corrupt and they're just after money. And that's where I was a little confused. And I know, this is kind of before my time, but I wasn't sure if the military group was part of the official government, or they were just like militants, or I didn't really understand exactly what was going on there. But they're also having this issue of people like smuggling out people to sell into slavery or whatever it was exactly. And so there's kind of like all these different things going on, and it's every turn they're trying to not get caught. And so they're going to use this resort as kind of a cover and a base of operations. And what they're going to do is they're going to sneak them to the ocean, and they're going to be able to get a lot more people this way. But unfortunately, there's also a lot of people looking for them. You know what, guys? Like I said, this movie is a little long, a touch long. It's a really good movie. I highly enjoyed it. I thought Chris Evans was great. He was great in this role. Everybody was good, but Chris Evans, of course, he's always really good. Great in this one. I do feel like this movie was missing just a little something. If you look at some other similar kind of movies, especially about Africa, and they didn't show a lot of like from the side of the people they were helping, other than like the one guy who I said is the middleman. They kind of interact with him a lot, but they don't really show the other side. And I don't know if that was like an intentional thing. Like they're like, we're not gonna introduce any of these people as characters. You're not really gonna have any kind of emotional attachment to them. And to me, I feel like that, if you have an emotional attachment to those characters, it does add a lot to the story. It makes the whole story more emotional. But I feel like it was missing that, It was more about these Israeli guys who were kind of obsessed with helping these people get out, which is a good story, but I'm just saying it doesn't have that same emotional attachment. But I did really enjoy this one, guys. Like I said, July 31st, it will be on Netflix. Definitely check it out. Netflix has been putting out a lot of great movies, and I definitely think this is one you guys will enjoy. So I gave this one a 4 out of 5. Hope you guys did enjoy the review. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, where you can find more information on the Red Sea Diving Club down in the description below. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check out the suggested videos, check out my website, BobsMovieReview.com, and I'll see you guys next time.